for joining us here at Your Mission Possible and to take a look at our project management tool, Blueprint. We're going to do a quick tutorial of the different powerful tools that Blueprint is capable of doing, just to give you a sense of what the capabilities of all these different missions are going to be and what you're going to be getting from this product. So the first thing you're going to do, if you already signed up, is start this mission tutorial. We'd encourage you to do this on your own. You can walk through it on this video with me, but it's not a requirement. You can go ahead and click Start Your Mission. And when you get this going, it's going to give you a series of different tasks. The first thing it's going to ask you to do is set up your SendGrid account. You're going to need to make sure that you follow the process that we've set out right here and watch this tutorial. I'm going to add my email here. We've already set up our API key, so this is ready to go, but you're going to need to do this yourself following this video right here. Click Integrate with SendGrid, and as you can see, now that you're integrated, it's going to populate this with an email, a test email that tells you it's going to populate after you've integrated your API key. You're going to add a recipient to this email. You should add your email address when you do this here, so you can just make sure that this works. You can go ahead and add this recipient to the email. You'll see your name and your email address pop up. Click email your list of people that you're sending this to, and now it's sent. As you can see, it's moved over here to your final task. Go ahead and check your inbox later. You're going to see the email there. You're going to see what it looks like and see that it's all set and ready to go. So the next thing that you need to know is that each one of your missions is going to give you a main point of contact. And I'm just going to add me to this point of contact so you have a sense of what this looks like and how it works. But you'll go ahead and add this information in. This is notes about Jordan, and you're all set and ready to go. Add your contact. And what you'll see when you go over here to the completed tasks is under a contact to your mission, your name is going to be here. The ability to add and save notes is going to be here too. You just update your contact. Let's say that this mission in particular is for some kind of event. You want to leave a note about the date we want to host the event. Is July 1st. And so that's it's just a good way for you to be able to remember. Click update your contact. Again, every time you come back here, everything that you add to this or everything you delete from it, when you press update, is going to be saved in here and it's going to be ready for you to go in the process. There you go. So an easy way for you to remember everything you need to know just about this one individual mission. So it's not all your notes from everything. It's not your entire database. It's all set up and ready to go. Then you can create a committee. So you'll see different opportunities to create a committee through different missions. You can go ahead and just add all these different emails and all these different names that you might want to add. So you add the name, it gets added. Let's say that there's a John that also wants to join our committee. We'd add him, and let's add a Joe as well. Joe is also going to join us, and we're going to add him as well. You just click this Create Your Committee button. Now, what that's going to do is when you need to send an email to your committees in the future, like this one right here, and you look at that, all the names are going to be pre-populated in before you get there. Going over here to your completed tasks, you can look at your committee at any given time, and we can say John has not joined the committee. But now, and I'm sure you've seen the Emilys that we have, Emily wants to join our committee. So we're going to add her to our committee. We're going to add her name here. We're going to update our committee, and she's going to be there. Let's go back over here to these tasks and look at how to send an email to our committee. Emily is there along with Joe and Jordan. You can also add other people that you want to send this email to individually. You can subtract people that you don't want to have receiving this email as well. You can see here we've got pre-drafted subject lines and email bodies and all these emails that are just going to be ready for you to go. You're just going to have to edit this down to exactly what you want, and then you can go ahead and email to your mission tutorial committee, and it's going to be all set and ready to go. So I'm just going to click this button so this email sends off and it's done. Again, as you can see, these all move over to your completed tasks in the process. Every time you do something in a completed task, let's say we want to send this email again to our committee. We made a mistake. We want to send an update. There's a new thing that just happened that was really exciting. You can always come back here. You'll get the original copy of the email that you sent. It'll be populated in right here, but then you can just, again, edit this all you want. This email change to this text message to update about a sponsor, whatever you want to do in that process. You can change this over and over and over again, sending it to as many people as you want, and click resend this email, and it's going to go ahead and, as you can see, send the email again. There you go. It's already been sent out. Want to send it again? You can come back here. The last version of your email that you've sent is here. You can go ahead and resend this email again as many times as you want. So coming back to some of the other tasks about how you can do this is you can send an individual email. This is going to go to the main point of contact for your mission. This might be you. This might be a major donor. This might be somebody else that you want to connect with. Again, You've already pre-populated these. You're going to see a subject line. You're going to get a body of an email. Make sure you read through these and edit them just like you would for any email, but these are all going to be preset and ready to go for whatever it is that the task that you need to do. So let's say this is reaching out to somebody to schedule entertainment that you might want for an event, or to find out more information about how to engage with a specific foundation. All those pre-drafts are going to be there. And if you don't have one, you can reach out to us. We'll make sure that we'll create a template for you. We'll build that into your mission, and we'll make sure that that's available and ready for you. Just going to click email so this task is done. You guys can see again, learn how to send an individual email to your main contact. There you go. Those emails are populating and filling up my inbox as we speak. So what else can we do? We can send an email to a unique user. This is to somebody completely different. We're just going to add my name in here again because I know those emails are going to get received. But you can go ahead and add any individual that you want. The email entered should be blank as above as it was. Add an email to test to see if you've received this. Go ahead and click send. You're going to receive that email as well. One of the other things you're going to be able to do is have a date selector. So it's going to ask you a date that you want to have a committee meeting, a date that you'd like to have your event, a date that you would like to set out for specific things that you want to do, a date that you might want to ask a major donor for a contribution. So I want to do that on December 1st of 2024. I'm going to just go over here. I'm going to click December 1st of 2024. I'm going to click submit my date. And it's going to trigger different tasks that are going to populate along the way that are based on those dates that you selected. So again, you can always come back over here to completed tasks, look at how you use the date selector. Oh my gosh, did I say December 2nd? I really meant December 1st. So I'm going to go ahead and change that. I'm going to update the date, and it's going to change every other task that has been trained or triggered from this 12/2 date to happen on 12/1. If you're changing your date really late in the process and you've already received new tasks that have been based on the date that you originally chose, let us know. Reach out to support@yourmpinc.com, and we're going to go ahead and get that switched over for you. We'll be able to identify those tasks. Anything that you haven't done or anything that you haven't seen will be updated and will be the correct date that you need, that you've changed your date to. So the other thing is that you're sometimes going to get questions about content. It's going to ask you, what is your mission statement? Our mission statement is to make it as easy as possible to navigate fundraising. You're going to submit your content, and then that's going to be saved there for later use. We're going to have the ability to go back and pull that information. You're going to see it in some of your future emails. It's also something that when you completed your task, you're going to be able to go back and take a look at. So you've been able to see what you've put in your mission statement. If you've made a commitment to something, if you set a certain set of expectations, you're always going to be able to come back to this completed task, and you're going to be able to see what it is that you did before that. So the last thing that you're going to be able to do is learn how to set up designs and templates all along the way. And so you're going to see different variations of these. Every time you click one of these links, it's going to take you to a variety of different samples that are going to be useful for you. Here's just an example. If you were doing a run, here's some promotional templates for your run overall. If you were going to do a template setting for, let's say this is the week of day of task that you need to do, there's a Word doc or a Google document that you're able to download that's going to give you all kinds of different tools there. If you want a document sample, let's say you need a run of show for what you want to do at the end of your run. You have to have awards. You need a timeline. You're trying to set all your details. Here's a blank setup for your run of show. Again, we're going to have all different kinds of templates always available for you all along the way. Once you've used this or downloaded it, you can mark it as completed so you can know it's done. And now you finish all the tasks here. You've completed the tutorial. You're able to go back and look at anything you need to do. Any of these tasks that you've marked as completed but you didn't mean to, you can always just undo these tasks and bring them back over here to My Tasks, and it's all there for you to get done. If you really just enjoy the process of finishing everything on your to-do list, I know I'm one of those people. You can always finish your last task, and you're going to get a fun little gift from us about making sure that you're congratulated for finishing everything in that process. So that's how Blueprint works at its core. You're going to see different iterations and different variations of this throughout the entire process. We'll try and highlight how that works for a grant compared to an individual, compared to an event. But this is the framework of how almost everything that you're going to work with in Blueprint is going to engage with you right now. So use these tasks, use these missions, go ahead and get started and make your mission possible.